recent condition of your life determine your position spiritual. You may be in a bad position, but your service, your spiritual life service is the only redeemer you have in critical condition. What do I mean? You were rich yesterday. Today you are poor. But your spiritual life service is the only hope to that condition. Because your spiritual life service simply means you have supernatural level in realm, in spirit, maybe condition. But trying to weigh you down physical. But the hope of a spiritual person is the spiritual life service. Is the hope. The spiritual life service is the hope. How? What do I mean by spiritual life service? When you are coming up in life, from the time God has introduced himself to you, how? Through the men of God, by going to church. You know, so many of us are born in the church, but we have not made time to know the value or the spiritual thing about coming to church. Till the time you will realize and know why you are going to church. Theologically, it's called when you give your life to God, being born again. Then being born again simply means to know the principle of life, to differentiate the good, the bad, not to jam them together, and also to have limits of the life you live. That means you are born again. That is theologically. But now we're talking about born again in spiritual form of faith. Simply means getting matured, getting advanced. This is nonsense. You see nonsense, you avoid nonsense, you are matured. Theologically, it's called born again. If I do this, I'll be late to myself. You judge yourself immediately before acting. You are matured. You are born again. Give me a bottle of beer there. You take a bottle of beer. You take two. Then you now watch the environment and your brain. If I take three, I may mess myself up. So it's better I avoid it. If I can take three bottles, I have to be in a safe place because I know the type of brain I have. You are mature, you are born again. Are you hearing me? You judge yourself before acting. Somebody can run to you and trying to bring a word out of your mouth. Before you answer, you judge yourself. Before answering some calls, you judge yourself. Why same with this person? Can it listen something bad? So if you don't have this spirit, you are out of code. You are out of code. But if you have the spirit, before you make a step, you examine yourself, you think twice, this, that. Can I? You take your time. No. Give me time. Give me time. So you take time in some certain things you do. Before you speak, take time. Do not rush it. So do you know why you are a victim to liability? You are a victim to disappointment. You are a victim to all these setbacks. Is because you don't conclude to matter. You just rush into it. And move into it. Because you see people are going into it. You move into it. At the end of it, you are crushed. You start crying. You don't have level. You don't have spiritual level. Because I was rich last year. Because I was rich previous years. About 10 years ago, I was a wealthy man. And today, look at how things is moving around me. That does not mean I don't have level. If I have divine service, then if this business knocked down, then I can pick from my divine service and move ahead. How? The connection you have with heaven determine the life you are living. And sometimes God will allow problems to come around you. Sometimes God will allow situations to reach you, bad one, in order to create more history from your name. To make more history with your name. Are you hearing what I'm saying? To make more history with your name. You know, God likes people to know him. And God likes his praises to be known. In the book of Isaiah chapter 42 verse 8, the Holy Bible says, my glory, my praises, I will not share with anybody. So God likes to be known. God likes to show himself. And God cannot show himself by himself. But God will show himself through you. Somebody said through me. I'm not hearing somebody. God will show himself through you. Okay, let me take you to the Holy Book. In the book of Job chapter 2, verse 9 and 10. Let me just rush it. Job chapter 2, verse 9 and 10. There's something you need to understand about yourself. Hallelujah. Job chapter 2, verse 9 and 10. The Holy Book says something. The book of Job, the Hebrew say Job. The book of Job chapter 9, chapter 2, verse 9 and 10. Then his wife, are you reading with me? Then said his wife unto him, dost thou still remain thy integrity? Curse God and die. Read together with me in the high voice, verse 10. But he said unto her, thou spoken as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil? In all this did not Job sin with his lips? Which is what? Which is what? You are not walking with me. Then let me use that lips. Woman of God, listen to me. Lips, sit down. And the Holy Bible said, Jesus Christ said to his disciples, that what you eat never defiled you. But what comes out from your mouth defiled you. Sometimes your problem is what you had said at the past. What is degrading you is what that comes out from your mouth, because you are possessed. You don't know when you are speaking. You don't know when you are talking. Job was brought low from an international man. He became a wretched and a sick man. Job lost everything that makes him Job in a community and society at large. But he had divine service. Somebody say divine service. Say it again. He had divine service. The Holy Book pronounced it integrity. Woman of God, integrity. Woman of God, I'm talking to you. I want you to pick this. Integrity simply means supernatural. He had integrity. Supernatural. He didn't know he was leaving his wife. His wife was the wife of a wife of a rich man then. And when the young man go down, she looked at herself and said, I cannot manage with him. Just say, get out. If you have supernatural, divine service, no matter the condition, no matter the situation, you are about to make another history in addition to the one you had already made. So you are a history maker. I don't know what I'm talking to somebody here. Celebrate your life. And the wife, who's supposed to be a counselor, and the wife, who's supposed to be a comforter, was the one that stand against his faith. So sometimes in life, I used to tell my wife this: the people you expect to back you up may be the people that will put you into temptation. Listen, temptation never comes from far. Temptation is the people within, special, the trustees below. They are the people that will hurt you. Your wife is the right person that's supposed to hurt you. Your husband is the right person that's supposed to hurt you. But in every indication, be on your feet. It will come. It will pass. Nature will remain. And the situation was so bad. Like so many of you were complaining of business. Listen, son and daughter, ladies and gentlemen that are watching me from far all over the world, situation may be bad in that sick bed. Do not give up unless you have no service. Spiritual, divine service simply means your faith is your integrity. Your integrity is supernatural. But if you have it in you, that leg that is rotty, that hand that has been hung for so many months must surely come down one day. Believe me. Hallelujah. Woo! Celebrate Jesus. I know the landlord is after you. I know your job has been terminated. Go. If your job has been terminated, remember the person I mentioned his name right now. His own job and factory, campaigns, empires, children are gone. But there was an integrity in him. So if you don't have integrity of your life, meaning you don't see yourself as woman. So you must have that reference for yourself. You must have so much respect for yourself, especially for your work. Some people are doing work today. If you ask them, what are you doing for life? They say, I'm a fashion designer, but just for the meantime, it's a part-time job. You call it just for the meantime. There is spirit that works with everything you do. As long as you are pronounced it's a part-time, that the same spirit that's supposed to bless you through that work will see you as part-time. The gift of a man may get away for him. What you know is what will take you where you are going to. Hello? Do not call what you are doing a part-time. Just for a part-time. Because you're in the midst of fools. Because you're in the midst of the people that has already made it. They have made it. And you are in their midst. You are about to make it. They are reigning today. Yeah, you are in their midst. You are the least. As long as they are reigning today, tomorrow who will reign? You. Somebody say power. You are the one that will reign. So do not feel shy because of the situation. Look at me. I am 35 years old. I'm still in second year. Why are you still in second year? Why you are 35 years old? You are still in second year because you are not done with what you are targeting. Listen to me. Distance is not the issue. But when the glory comes, yesterday will look like today. Am I talking to somebody here? I know that all my mates, they are in their husband place. All my men, they are driving Jeep and they are driving today's modern Jeep. When my own time comes, my own model of Jeep will be higher than theirs. Celebrate! 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 Celebrate!